Hello out there. Welcome to Big Pants Underground. Today, we're going to talk about something that might be a little controversial, but I'm not really worried about that at this point because I think it is simply it's come to its end. It has. I think it's come to its end at this point. What we're talking about, of course, is the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court of the United States right now is hearing an argument about Tennessee's ban on gender-affirming care, basically giving sex change operations to children as young as 2 years old. Okay? So that's what's going on. Now, Elliot Page, a.k.a. Ellen Page, was an actress. I guess she's still an actress, but I don't know if she's been in anything lately. I seriously doubt it. But she had she didn't have a sex change operation. She had her breast cut off. And she's been taking, I guess, hormone blockers or whatever. So this is what she looks like now. This is what she used to look like. Very pretty, brown hair, nice pretty eyes, nice full lips. And this is what she looks like now. She doesn't even look like a healthy man, to be honest with you. But the thing about this that bothers me, it's not the fact that she wants to pretend that she's a man. And I say pretend that she's a man because she got her breast cut off. But as far as I know, below the belt, she still has everything that a woman would have. She still has a regular vagina. She still has a uterus, ovaries, all that stuff. She didn't have any of that cut out. Okay. So she thinks she's a man, which is fine. If she wants to believe she's a man, that's fine. I don't care. Simple fact is, the truth of it is, she's not a man. She's a woman that chopped off her breasts. She cannot impregnate another female. She can't. That's the science behind the whole thing. Okay? A man is a man, a woman is a woman. 99.9% of all human beings born are either XY or XX. Okay? XY is male, XX is female. The ones that are born with both organs or some partial organs or whatever, they're mutations, okay? That is not natural. They're born that way and it isn't natural, okay? Now, what they are trying to do is they are trying to project their mental illness onto children that aren't even in school yet, okay? They think that a 2-year-old who can barely speak can decide whether or not they want to be male or female or be a different gender than what they were born as. Okay. And they are trying to put, I don't care what they do. I don't care if she has an elephant penis sewn to her forehead and walks around calling herself Elephant Dickhead. Okay. I don't care. She can do that. I don't care what she does to herself. I don't care. Stop trying to force this onto 2-year-olds. These people should be in prison, man. Are you serious? You are trying to do this to kids who have no idea what gender is. They have no idea what's going on. They don't know what sex is. They don't care. These people need to be stopped. And this is why the whole transgender thing just needs to come to an end. Because they can do it to themselves. I don't care what they do to themselves, but they cannot do it to my children. They cannot force it on my children. And the thing is that they're trying to force this onto your child to make, okay, say you have a son, a boy, and these people say, well, the boy wants to be a girl. Well, it's fine. The boy might have some female tendencies. He might like playing with dolls or something. That doesn't make him a girl. Okay. But they're saying that a 2-year-old can come up to you and say, Mommy, I want to be, if he's a boy, Mommy, I want to be a girl. And if you say no, you can be arrested, put in prison, and have that child taken away from you. That's what these people want. That's what they want. And I think that if Kamala Harris had gotten elected, that's what they would get. But right now, the Supreme Court is arguing about this. And you had Ellen Page and another actress that isn't transgender, but has a transgender child, which means she needs to be in prison. Okay. Because she allowed her child to turn, to do whatever, start taking sex suppressing or puberty blockers and all this other stuff. She allowed her Annette Bening, that's who it is. She allowed her child to do this, and she says she's out there too. She's out there trying to get the Supreme Court to take your children away from you because they don't know if they want to be a boy or a girl when they're two. Okay, when they're two. Maybe when you're 13 or 14, you can start to think for yourself a bit. But when you're 2, keep your damn hands off my kid. All right. No matter how much I publicly speak about my life being transformed for the better because of gender affirming medical care, too many people ignore my words and instead project their fears onto my self-love. Right there. There is the whole reason for the whole damn thing. Self-love. Egotistical, narcissistic. How many jobs has Ellen Page gotten since X-Men Apocalypse, I think was the last thing I saw her in? And then she just stopped getting, I don't think she got anything. And then all of a sudden she came out as transgender and now she's in the news again because she's a narcissist. She had to figure out some way to get herself back in the news. Is this really about healthcare? No. The evidence proves this medical care is safe and effective. That's a lie. That's a complete lie. There are children out there that have been mutilated by this surgery. The puberty blockers cause sterility. They cause all kinds of other problems. They cause growth issues. They cause bone density issues. They are not safe. Do not listen to this freak. Okay? Do not listen to this freak. These drugs are not safe. They should not be taken. Your body knows what it's doing by releasing the proper hormones. When you add medicine in that removes those hormones, you are actually doing things negative against what your body is supposed to be doing. So anyways, just don't listen to her. She has no idea. She continued by stating that while trans joy deserves more public awareness, no, it doesn't. We have too much public awareness. Go back to the back alley bars and stuff where you guys used to hang out and stop bothering us. Grief for years lost for how I attempted to negotiate a way out of being transgender. I was a trans kid, and as an adult, my heart aches for the little guy. Whatever, dude, or lady, or whatever. You could have changed. You could have had a sex change years ago, but now when it's all of a sudden it's chic and everyone else is doing it, it's fine to. It's time to do it. Do it to yourself. Don't do it to my children. Page has long advocated for confused minors to have sex changes and has stood against laws in various states created to protect minors from potentially irreversible consequences of drugs and procedures. She has gone as far as claiming that such laws will ultimately be responsible for the death of children. Children are going to die because they can't get their penis cut off. The United States, the top-down push for minors to obtain sex-mutilating drugs and surgeries under misleading moniker gender-affirming care is clear, promulgated by the President Joe Biden's White House academia, large hospitals, and major medical organizations. How much money have these organizations made off of unwarranted sex change operations and all these drugs and stuff that they're giving to these kids? How much money? It's all about money. They'll do it because they're getting money. At the root of these actors, along with the proliferation of gender ideology on social media, ultimately promote the false idea that human beings can be a different sex than what they were born as. Even further, the gender ideology complex claims these individuals should take sex change drugs and get sex change procedures to align their outward appearance with how they feel on the inside, which is fine. If you're 25 and you want to have your penis or your breast cut off, that's your choice. I don't care. I don't care. Do it. Do it. Leave me alone and do it. Side effects for sex change drugs and procedures can be severe, including irreversible mutilation and infertility. Some of these so-called treatments include double mastectomies, female and male genital mutilation and removal, facial feminization and masculization, hormone treatments, puberty blockers that can cause chemical sterilization. Puberty blockers can also have a long-term impact on bone growth, bone density, and growth spurts. So they're trying to give this to your children. And they're trying to say that if you don't allow your children to have this, then you are not a good parent and you need to be put in jail and your children need to be taken away from you. President Trump cannot get in office any sooner and put an end to this. It has to stop. Okay? The small group of people that want to pretend that they're men or pretend that they're women, you guys go ahead and do it. Leave my children alone. Don't come into their school dressed, if you're a man, dressed as a woman, reading Christmas stories or doing lap dances or doing all this other nasty mess that I've seen. Just don't do it. Stay away from my child. And if I see you near my child and you're trying to push some of your mental illness on my child, there will be an issue. That's all there is. That's all I got to say. So hopefully the Supreme Court, I don't know. I don't know what they'll do because the Supreme Court is messed up. They're a bunch of old farts that are in there just basically for the money. Clarence Thomas is one of them. He was a profiteer. He's in the Supreme Court to make money. So who knows what the hell they're doing. Hopefully they will err on the side of reason and put an end to this. And I really hope that when President Trump takes office, that all of this comes to an end. I'm pretty sure that it will. I'm pretty sure that we're not going to see this crap anymore. I've been long-winded on this one. I'm sorry, guys, but I had a lot to say, and I'm pretty angry about it. So thanks for watching this long. Join me on the next one. Don't forget, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and bye for now.